Well, hello everyone. It's been a minute since I've been here on YouTube, so I thought I would just give you all an update on the good old 701 here, where it's at, and what my plans are for it coming up. So yeah, where to start? I mean, I don't think I've done a whole lot to it over the years, to be honest, just some protection here and there. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could start by going through all of the mods that I have on it currently and then get into what we're doing next. All right, so I figure probably the easiest way to do this and not miss anything is to go front to back. So let's just start right over here on the front. Yeah, we've got, as far as protection goes, we've got these Cycra handguards, the Puig windscreen here for a little bit of rider wind protection. I will also point out these aero mirrors here with the Rottweiler mounts. These are a pretty sweet little upgrade. Surprisingly, really good benefit to the wind protection, or I guess, you know, the turbulence, compared to the mirrors that would normally be coming off of the perch right here. Yeah, just really much cleaner air coming over the top. Great visibility. You can basically see all the way to your 6. I mean, it's incredible. Little bit hard doing this mount on the Cycra. So if you want the full wrap handguards, it did take a little bit of Dremel tool in here, just due to the profile of the handguards. I won't go into that too much, but a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. And then also had to kind of add this spacer here in order to make sure that I had room for my hands between the grips. Yeah, the windscreen's great. I just did this headlight here. This is pretty sweet. It's actually got indicators in it as well. So let's go ahead and turn that on. And then turn on the indicators. So yeah, you can see that, how it lights up on the LED. And then I also have the fork wrap indicators there. All right, moving into the cockpit now, and I'm trying to be a little brief here because I don't want this to go on forever. I've got the quad lock phone mount. This is the wireless charging edition with the vibration dampener, so it doesn't smoke your camera on your phone there. It's basically just a little rubber mount. USB plug, heated grips. These are the stock, or the OEM, the KTM ones. They're pretty nice. This is kind of a stupid controller. Just for how long you have to hold the button down to get it turned on. So I got the Moscow Gnome. This is an amazing tank bag. I love having hydration right up front here. Right here you can see this is the Raid Garage auxiliary fuel tank, which is awesome for, you know, off-road, or sorry, long ADV rides where, you know, you might need to go north of 150 miles of range. It adds 1.5 gallons. So I think that brings the bike almost to 5 gallons total. I think it's like 3.3 in the back here or something like that. So that gets you pretty good range. These are these old Wolfman bags. These are discontinued. You can't get these anymore. I've been rocking these since my first bike, the WR250. So those are over 10 years old now. I really like them, although on this bike, they really impede, you know, if you like to stick a foot out in a corner, they are not ideal. So that's one of the things that's probably going to change. The other thing is, you know, the fact that they're on the outside of this crash bar here. So don't put anything too valuable in them, because if you do lay it down, it's going to get smashed. So I would recommend soft stuff. I have a first aid kit over here. Usually put gloves, things like that can't really be crushed. Yeah, moving back, we've got, of course, Seat Concepts. Amazing. I think everybody knows that at this point. The Vanache fuel filler is a must on this bike. Otherwise, fueling up is just a mess. It gives you a little bit extra throat, you know, so that you're not splashing gas everywhere. The Perun rack with the large plate. It has it pairs up nicely with the Outback MotorTech rack, and I really like both of those. I'd highly recommend those. You can see this has got some use from, I used to have my Skydio mounted there. Yeah, the Outback MotorTech is great. I have Kriega bags that loop straight in here, so I don't even need a mounting plate. It will also, you know, mount up with your Moscow plate right here and all that. Got the Molecule skid plate down here. Yeah, Vanache by Molecule. That's awesome. Ultra high molecular weight polyethylene. So that's indestructible, basically. You might be noticing still the stock exhaust. So yeah, that's one of the main things I'm going to be upgrading on this thing. Going forward, looking to put the Aero can on and the Tecmo header. That's going to be a very sweet upgrade. I had a little bit of an oopsie in Death Valley and left my axle bolt loose, and the gyrations in the wheel smoked my original drivetrain. So I did upgrade to a Dirt Tricks. So yeah, when you check your chain tension, make sure you tighten your axle. And I think that's about it for the outside stuff. A few little upgrades on the inside. This is, you know, your heated gear lead. Absolutely a very nice to have thing. All right. So now that we've checked out what's on the bike, I'll talk about some of the changes that I'm going to make. Like I said before, yep, the stock exhaust is finally coming off. I've mostly been pretty happy with, you know, the power on this thing as it comes from the factory. Very torquey bike, very fast, just great power to weight ratio. But that said, you know, you get used to what you've got and then you want a little bit more. So of course, you know, like I said, Tecmo header, mostly for the looks, if I'm honest, you know, a little bit of weight reduction. I hear most of the power gain is actually in the muffler. So for that, we're gonna go with Aero. Just to match the new color scheme, which I'm also very excited about. So yeah, this is obviously a headlight cowl, and you know what most people might not know about this being a black piece of plastic for this bike is how difficult that is to get. So there are no aftermarket plastics for this bike, which absolutely shocked me to learn that no one makes replacement plastics for this but KTM. And of course, you might have heard that they've had a little bit of production concern lately. Well, they finally started producing again. The thing is, those black plastics were only ever made in Europe, or were only ever stock on European models. So in order to get them, you have to import them, and they're pretty expensive. They're about $400 for the whole set of plastics, so not cheap. And then add to that, you know, of course, all of the fun tariffs and things that we're dealing with these days. So I had to pay those. That came out to, you know, maybe another 60 or 70 bucks on the set of plastics, which honestly was not as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting it to probably be north of 100. But anyway, I'm very excited to have these. I ordered them in like March or April of 2025. It is now December. Well, I've had them for probably a couple of weeks now. So, you know, it took maybe like 6 or 7 months to get them. And the reason I went with black, thank you, Molly, for stepping all over my new graphics. I've had these for a while in storage, and, you know, I got them and then realized, of course, they probably wouldn't look so great on a white bike. So I finally got the black plastics. It took me a while. I've had these graphics for probably like 2 years or something. So now that I got the black plastics, I'm ready to put them on. I'm very excited about that. So yeah, we're gonna transform all of that. And I've got one more thing to show you, which is gonna be the cherry on top. And so yeah, the cherry on top is gonna be from our friends over at Seat Concepts. They don't normally list the cover alone anymore, but they got me this to replace the blue seat here. You know, once this is all black and yellow, the blue is not really going to be a fit anymore. So got that. It's going to go great with the new graphics and the new plastics. I'm very excited to put everything together. I'm going to take you all along for the journey, and I hope you enjoy. Try to keep it as brief as I can. And yeah, we'll see how it all comes out. I think with that exhaust and a power commander, it's going to be a ripper. So very excited to take you along for the journey, and I'll see you down the road.